Crafted comedy
by Grey Wolf.
It's the talk of people in the know. Welcome to the G-Block Show.
They're sort of in the same vein here. This one, it gets me as being I guess as just being a male, straight or otherwise. When I see this on these commercials on TV, and they're talking about this, premature ejaculation. And I was thinking about that. It's like, what the heck? What is there? What is there? Some kind of, is it written in stone? What are you supposed to? Is it supposed to be 20 seconds, or is it supposed to be 20 minutes, 2 hours? Do I need to see Alice? You don't see those commercials anymore. I don't know what happened there. Maybe a bunch of people killed over. Maybe just wives got tired of that with their husbands. It's like, hey, we're going on 3.5 hours. I think it's about time I called the widow lady next door, whose husband passed away from these massively long erections. Maybe you could finish up on her, honey. I think she'd appreciate that. Was that what that was? I mean, I can't figure it out, but seriously, I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. This guy, so guy's supposed to want, it's like, so talk about work, I mean, it's fun for a little bit, but, after a couple hours, it's sort of like, oh man, what did I get into here? And then even the wife who likes to be pleasured for a long time is saying, come on, literally, let's kind of complete this. But of course, at some point, the poor guy, at some point, it's just absurd. I couldn't believe it. Erections lasting more than 4 hours. Well, erections lasting more than 4 hours. Come on, I'm not going near this stuff. And ask me to see Alice. Tell me what to see. I don't need that. And I'm sorry, if you women, you want your guy to be able to go for that long, you're going to have to pay for that. Yeah, you are. That's frickin' work. These poor old guys up in their 70s and 80s, and they're having to pump it out for 3-4 hours there. Yeah, and if they can't pull it off in that time, now we got real problems. You have to call the doctor and you say, talking to the nurse. Of course, you never get to talk to the doctor. You're talking to somebody who just feels this. Okay, what seems to be a problem? And you're like, I'm up and I can't get down. It's like, what are you saying, sir? It's like, I've got an erection, dear. I'm hard as a rock. Been that way for about 4.5 hours now. Is there something we can do about this? It's called privism. It's like a pry bar. It's called privism, dear. See if you can get the doctor. See if they can't get me in there, and I can maybe see one of the nurses. Maybe, hopefully, she'll be female. It's just my preference. We can get this taken care of. Get me down. Now they've got these commercials out, these medical commercials, which I think, they're different than the stay up all night commercials. They got those, you remember that too. I thought that was funny too. They'd show them out in the middle of nowhere. One of those commercials, they'd show this man and this woman in this tub out there. If I'm not mistaken, they were in their own tub out in the middle of nowhere, like somewhere up in the middle of Alaska. And then they would go to that for erections lasting more than 4 hours, seek medical. Well, I'm thinking you're probably going to be a long ways from any medical. So it's going to be a long, hard ride, if you get my drift. But now they got these, this premature ejaculation. Well, like I said, is there somewhere, is it written in stone? What is this supposed to be? Is this, seriously, is it supposed to be 20 seconds, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes? What is the standard? Well, I mean, what I'm trying to say is there's no such thing in my book. It happens when it happens, and obviously the more you do it, probably the longer it's going to take each time, but it's like, some women, let's put it this way, are never satisfied, and others are just like, hey, let's just, can we just do this already? There is no right or wrong. There is no too short or too long. That's all I'm trying to say. This is just the whole nonsense that they just get people into thinking things, and it's like, oh my gosh, maybe and it's like, well, anybody watching that could think, well, that must be me, premature. But I'm going to tell you guys, same thing, for women. There's just no such thing. It happens when it happens. And if you want to change it, just do it more often. You can definitely, change the time there on that. So you don't need any pills. None of that crap they're always trying to sell you.
You've been enjoying another episode of The G-Block Show, and we hope you're telling your friends about The G-Block Show. If you have feedback or suggestions or would like to be a G-Block Show sponsor, please contact us at gblockshow.com. Hey, for the price of a fancy store-bought card, I will make you an online video card. An invitation, greeting, birthday wish, get well, congratulations, anything, and perhaps more than what you'd buy a traditional boring card for. I can make it for you. It's great because it's online and it can be shared or sent to anyone and everyone. No postage needed. And I'm sure you'll agree that I'm way more entertaining and lovable than any paper card. And not to mention I'm a celebrity. Oh, it's so easy. All you have to do is go to www.gblockshow.com. And that's all one word, G-Block-Show, and then, of course, a little .com. I'm very salty, and I can't wait to hear from you. Well, I can, but I'd rather not.